Before this video starts, I just want to tell you that I've actually been experiencing a huge drop in subscribers. When I checked my channel a few days ago, it was at an all-time high of 321. And now we're back to, just barely crossing the 300 threshold. So, that scares me because that's a huge drop. I don't know what is going on, why this massive number of subscribers have dropped. Um, you might be saying, well, it's not that big of a deal. To a bigger channel, it's not that big of a deal because you can kind of get those back. But for a small channel like me, it is a huge deal. So I implore you to spread this channel around to your friends, to your brothers, your sisters, anyone who watches YouTube. Just tell them to just subscribe to this channel, because I would extremely appreciate it because you know this whole thing with a huge drop in subscribers really took a hit to my self-esteem and made me think, is it even worth making videos anymore? Because there's also I am also worried that there could potentially be a huge scandal about me because I heard some rumors about me that are probably not true. But please subscribe to this channel. It would make a huge I would extremely appreciate if you do, because I really think you should, because I try my best to create the most quality content that I can do. And also just because I want to get that, huge deficit back. I want to go back to that 321 and hopefully get to 350 and even 400 soon. But, you know, hopefully, um, hopefully something happens. But anyways, now let's go on to the actual video itself. Hey guys, it's Luke again, and welcome back to yet another Ninjago video onto the channel today. It's been about over a year since Season 11 first came out. I was gonna try and do it on the actual date of it, but then I forgot the actual date. But basically, I'm gonna be talking about, is Season 11 overhated by the community? Basically, do people just hate it for the sake of hating it? Basically, I hate bandwagon, because I think a lot of the people who actually like Season 11 say that this is really the only reason people don't like it, is that they're just hating on it because it's part of a bandwagon to hate on it. Kind of like a trend. It's kind of like a trend, You want to kind of hop on that little trend and, see where it takes. Um, which I absolutely could see where they're coming from, because that's basically what a trend is. It's basically people decide they want to do something and others following suit. That's basically what a trend is. Um, so they're basically saying that a lot of people hate season 11 just because it was a trend, and they didn't really have a reason to dislike it and just hate it just for the sake of hating on it, which I do think that applies to some people, but it definitely doesn't apply to others like myself. Like who others who the people who actually watch the season and dislike it do have actual complaints about season 11. Like, the change from mature to lighthearted was too sudden, as it really took place over one season instead of having a much slower gradual change over the course of a few seasons. I don't care if the series is lighthearted again. I don't care. But I think the change is just too sudden. Another complaint I have is, the placement of the fillers. The fillers themselves aren't the problem in my eyes. It's how they're placed. With the season 2 filler episodes, they were placed right at the beginning, basically getting them all out of the way. Whereas, in season 11, they're kind of placed sporadically. And sometimes in very, very bad positions, especially the Absolute Worst and Kaiju Protocol. Yeah, those two are absolutely placed extremely poorly. But Let's try and think of another complaint. The ninja being dumbed down. Yeah, this is kind of a big one. Is that they do feel a little bit dumbed down, but this could be the reason of the whole new show. That season 11 onwards is a new show, which it technically is. It technically is. Um, but still, um, yeah, it is a bit weird for it to happen. Um, the ice chapter was better. However, a big one is the unnecessary Lloyd focus. A friend of mine said that basically last year was Lloyd death threats. Basically, no one or very little people wanted Lloyd to be the focus of the ice chapter. And yet that's what we got. You wanted someone like Kai or Zane being the focus and not Lloyd, because at that point, Lloyd had gotten season 8, season 9, and season 10 all in a row. All in a row. And like 8 and 9 made sense. But 10 is where it started to get a bit annoying. Then season 11, it was just like, come on. Just stop. Just stop taking the spotlight. Thank God seasons 12 and 13 had very little Lloyd involvement. And it was another one of those getting over Harumi things that should have already happened by now. It should have already happened, but yet it's not. It's just like, why can't you just get over it? It's just annoying how Harumi is obviously just being mentioned. I understand if she's a popular character. That's not the issue. The issue is that, to me, no, I understand some people find grief and they, take a long time to move past it. But it just doesn't seem right to me. It doesn't sit well with me. Especially since I'm not really one of those people who likes Harumi as a character. I'm not one of those people. And, just overall, I think season 11 was just a mess. It was a clusterfuck, in a sense. And a major season 11 supporter that I remember, I think he's one of the biggest ones, Krusty783. At season 11 is the main reason why he doesn't really like season 12, because season 12 doesn't really continue on season 11. That's 100% true. But think about it like this. Was season 11 ever supposed to mean anything? Basically, was there anything big that was supposed to happen from season 11 that was going to continue onwards to the rest of the series? No. I think it was one of those test seasons where it was just, we'll try some things out and we'll just shove it aside and pretend that never happened. There was never anything to come from it. Nothing big was supposed to happen from season 11. And it's such a shame how they had to waste a lot of great ideas just to test out new formats and other new ideas. It's such a shame. I'm glad that it did fail in the end, because then season 12 and season 13 wouldn't nearly be as good. Now people are not questioning whether season 12 isn't really good, because that's really the main reason why season 12 was favored by many at first, because of season 11's disaster. A friend of mine and fellow Ninjago Legends member, Four Corners, basically said that he made a theory about season 11 being purposely bad. Basically, LEGO made it bad on purpose, and basically said there's only a certain apex of how good your writing can be. And eventually you're just going to have to write something bad in order to kind of restart that little apex again. So basically, he thinks the writers that could potentially have messed with season 11 and said that we're going to purposely make it terrible so we can restart again, basically. Which I can absolutely see that, but it does seem a bit suspicious. It's a little conspiracy theory of his. But anyway, in the end, do I think season 11 is a bit hated? Yeah. Does it deserve to get hate? Oh yes. Oh yes. But did it deserve to get, super hated? At first, yes. Now, not so much. I do think it's not nearly as hated as it was in 2019, but it's definitely the most disliked season of Ninjago to date. But what do you guys think? Do you uh think season 11 is overhated? Let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel by clicking on that red subscribe button, and click on the notification bell to see every video that I will upload. And I'll see all you folks in the next video. Bye bye!